Good afternoon, it's Peter here, and it's early August. It's another very hot day. It's been extremely dry down here in East Sussex. I thought I'd sort of have a look at the Walkaway split today, see how they're getting on. Certainly a lot of bees flying today. Show the entrance here. And plan to open the hive up, see how they're getting on, see if they need any additional feed. I think the last shot I did was about best part of a month ago, so I thought we'd open up the hive today. We did have a bit of a problem with the wasps going in, but I did actually set up a wasp trap. That seems to have solved the problem, and also I did actually reduce the entrance to the hive, but I've still got a bit of foam in there, which seems to help tremendously actually. It's a very hot day today, another very hot dry day. And I'll just take the roof off here. Now, I did actually feed the bees a little bit earlier this month because they felt a bit light, but they've taken all the feed down. So I'll assess what's happening inside, and I might give them some more feed once I finish the inspection. I'll just take the eek off. And there are quite a few bees on top of the crown board here. I've just got the one super, and there are quite a few bees on top of the crown board here. It's just a standard national brew box. It is a bit of an old box actually, and there were actually some castellated runners in there which I haven't actually taken out. I might do that at some stage. It makes a bit fiddly with the castellations there for the moving the frames along. I'll just carefully lift off the ground board. I have got the smoker going, but I don't think I'll need any smoke today because they're very quiet. I'll just check the crown board. Just going to check the crown board to make sure the queen's not there. No sign of the queen there, so I'll just put that up at the front of the entrance. Say the bees have been working very well. I think the last clip I showed they'd only drawn out about 3 or 4 frames. Looking at this, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They certainly sort of well into the 6th frame, and a few bees other side. I'll just take out the end frame here. I might just put the camera down for a minute and set it up on a tripod. And hopefully you'll be able to see what's happening. I'm just going to take out the end frame. So I'm not going to use any smoke on here. In fact, I should take out the end to one first, because this was actually a sheet of foundation that I put in. It doesn't look like they've actually drawn this one out at all. New foundation, they seem a bit reluctant to draw that one out. So the queen shouldn't be on there anyway, but I'll just double check. Okay, I'll put that down the end. And I'll take out the end frame so you can look at this one. This is actually a drawn super frame that I put in when I originally started the colony. It's a little bit light, so there aren't many stores in this one. Bees are sort of doing very well though. Just have a look to see what's inside. There's no eggs in there. It's rather on the light side, so I think I might have to give this colony a bit more feed. I'll just pop that one back for the moment. Just take this next frame out. Again, this was new foundation originally, and they've actually drawn this out very nicely. I've drawn it out certainly to the top. I'm just looking for the queen there. There's no queen there. The other side. And they certainly put a lot of nectar in that one. It's got a bit of weight to it. I'll just move that back again. I say this brew box has got the castellated runners, which makes moving of the frames a little bit tricky. Although one advantage, it does actually give a sort of definite spacing, and the bees have actually drawn these frames out very nicely. Okay, and we've got some capped honey at the top. Quite a lot of pollen in there. Just looking to see if there are any eggs in there. Can't see any eggs there. I'll just check the other side. No, no eggs in that. I'll just pop that one back. I don't think I'll take all the frames out because the bees seem very healthy. And there's another 1, 2, 3, 4 full frames. But I'd like to just have a look to see that they are still laying eggs. Very calm, the bees today, and they sound quite happy. Oh, there's plenty of capped brood on there. I can see larvae in there as well. Just look on the other side. Some very young larvae there, so I can't actually see eggs, but I haven't got my glasses on at the moment, so I assume that the queen's in there. I'll pop that one back. So I'm not going to take all the frames out because they seem quite happy. I don't really want to disturb them. I'm quite confident that the queen's in there. Just move these frames back. I'll just pop this one back in here. So they haven't drawn that one out. But they seem quite happy and they look healthy. I'll just feel the weight of that. I'd say it's a little bit on the light side, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the crown ball back and I'll give the bees some feed. They're certainly bringing a lot of pollen at the moment, but it's been so dry that I don't think there's much of a nectar flow at the moment. I'll just pop the crown ball back on now. And I'm going to pop an eek on top of there with a feeder. couple of bees in there already. And I've already made up some sugar syrup, so I'll give them a good feed of sugar syrup. Come on, bees. Just make sure the bees have gone from the feeder. I'll give them a nice lot of sugar syrup and hopefully they'll take that down fairly quickly. Now, I plan to treat my colonies with the Apigard fairly soon. I thought I'd give them a bit of a feed first, see if I can just increase the weight. Actually, that bee's got just slightly stuck inside, so I'll just make sure he goes back down again. That's, he's happier now. No. And I'll put the roof back on top now. So I'm quite pleased with the progress of the colony. They've certainly increased in numbers. As I say, the colony does feel a little bit on the light side, so I've given them a good feed. So I want to make sure they get through the winter without too many problems, as I did actually lose 2 colonies last winter, I think because of starvation. So I know it's easy to be wise after the event. So I'm going to make sure all my colonies have a nice weight to the brew boxes and feed if necessary. As I say, I've still got a bit of foam just in the entrance, just in case the wasps turn up again. Yeah, I wish you all a good afternoon. Good beekeeping. Of course, you noticed that there was no queen excluder on top of the brew box, and I will put one on at some stage. I'd obviously forgotten to put it on originally. Bye now.